Hello guys, we are back for another AFL match. We're already well into the burning phase between our two teams today. And let's look at their bans. But first, which teams are facing each other today? So it will appear it's T9C versus Cartel hosts. In the draft, Clint, Zetian, Exborg, Tamuz, and Tigril. Heavyset team. And we have on T9C, Carmela, you have the Vixana, you have Lapu, Granger, and then Alpha. I don't know, guys, who do you think is gonna take this? Because on the side of the drafts, I think Cartel have this in the bag. I mean, look at this, guys. Let me just try breaking down this draft. Alpha in the jungle, going against Textbook as well in the jungle. True damage, both sides have tank killers. But when you look at Granger versus Clint in the goal lane, the advantage of range goes to Granger. Well, once he hits level 4. But Clint has an opportunity to stop that from happening if he has a really good early game before level 4. And Lapu, you've jumped right into the game. Well, enough speculating. We'll just get right on and see who's got the upper hand. Akuma with his bodyguards starting over the purple buff. I'm not sure if the team T9C got the vision there. Just stood in that bush. Golden, the marksman just trying to bully each other. But Rangers shoving the lane inside over the mid lane. Some action coming right up. Akuma taking a bit of damage. Tigril with Sacred Hammer. Both team trading some health there. But T9C manages to take the Lethal Wanderer. We have Thamos and Lapu. I think Lapu might just play poke at this point because but once Thomas reaches level 4 it's going to be quite tricky to deal with him. Player 200 MS getting some vision of our Nashbone. Quick gang to the goal lane. Nond playing quite safely with the Clint, forcing the minions close to his tower, keeping him quite safe in that clash. We can see the first blood. Behemoth, Ashborn. They managed to take down Captain Genos. Nond looking to poke Ghost Wolf. Doesn't want to take that damage. Blue team T9C manages to get the turtle. I mean, it's quite the action all over the map. A lot of damage coming over to onto Young Boat. Young Boat be able to get away from Behemoth. Nope. Akuma also running for his life. The Firaga armor taken down. Captain Genos goes down once again. Finds himself between, rocks and hard places. Akuma getting denied his purple buff. Team 9C. T9C just taking advantage of their lead here, but Nond Nond is quite having some time against Ghost Wolf. Would say having an easy time dodging skill shots and all that. Nond in danger. He's gonna get forced to flick out. Doesn't use the flicker yet. Akuma and YOLO. Captain Gino's not having an easy time in this matchup. It seems like it, and a gank comes over to him and is not able to get away from the Camille ultimate. Taking way too much damage there. Ghost Wolf manages to take down Nond. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see how that happened. Akuma coming to clear the lane. But the advantage, yes, as usual, the advantage of range goes to Granger because of that ultimate. Deathstroke not in any real danger if that skill 1 is active. Last Insanity from Akuma doesn't manage to get a kill. Young Bot goes down once again. Player 200 MS as well, not able to do anything. Nond looking to get something out of that, not able to. Way outnumbered. YOLO is going to collect it, the kill. And this seems like it's going to be a quick tower. The tower shields are down. The minion waves are here. They're going to force this tower down as quickly as possible. Player 200 MS rushing to save that tower, but not gonna be able to make it in time. The first turret falls at 5 minutes. Deathstroke really playing the Roma. Not afraid of anything, just going straight in and, bringing the pressure to Team C. Akuma, Firaga armor gets popped open and is gonna fall in the mean. Player 200 MS uses the implosion right when it's way too late. No one just running for his life now. A lot of damage coming in from Vexana's YOLO's Vexana. Captain Genos manages to take down the tower. Quite outnumbered here, but Ashborn misses the ultimate. How this match is going, not a single kill. Not a single kill from Team Cartel. Looks like the special ops are called in for them. Are they just the Cartel hosts? Score standing at 11-0. That's almost a 10k gold lead. Gold Wolf flickers away from the last Insanity. What will have been the first kill for them? Slips the hands. Deathstroke. Really nice sets. Awesome sets coming from Deathstroke. And player 200 MS will manage to get the first kill for Cartel hosts. That's the tank. T9C is still pushing the advantage. looking to get the bottom tower. Captain Gino, so desperate to protect the tower, he will die for it. T9C are very calculated, and they're moving just to take down the objectives, making sure no one gets stunned, manages to flicker away from Behemoth's combo. He has the range now to poke, but a lot of shields coming from Behemoth, so he's not gonna keep taking that risk. Score stands at 16 to 1. Oh, do you think, guys, this is not going so well for Cartel Host? You'd expect at least them to be able to put up a fight at this rate, but with a massive gap in the XP lane, Captain Gino still trying to catch up. Camila posing an immense teamfight threat. She can just tie together the entire team, and now is looking like a really good opportunity for that. But he decides not to do it. The team is taking Lord at 9 minutes. Captain Gino's gonna sacrifice himself for something else. Outnumbered here and outfarmed. I don't think his tankiness is going to help him much. Behemoth, they're just getting picked off one by one. They are called, there's nothing they can do. Young bot narrowly getting away. Akuma looking to defend this tower, but at this point, this is more than a 10,000 goal lead. This is a 13,000 goal lead, bro. How do you come back from that? How do you come back from that? Are you guys waiting for a miracle? Guys, do you believe in miracles? The Lord is pushing. Cartel Host taking a lot of damage. Doesn't seem like they're able to defend that. So much damage coming from Ghost Wolf. The Lord is down. Player 200 MS gets the second kill. The only 2 kills coming from Tigreal. No one's still trying desperately to protect this tower, but the minions are crashing into it, and he will not be able to do it. The first match goes to T9C. The very, and this is an understatement, a very dominant match. Wow. The only... Okay, none actually got one more kill at the end there. But they score 3 to 23 with an over 10,000 goal lead. I mean, if there's something that's called dominance, that will take the kick right there. Ghost Wolf with a score of 10-0 to 7 carries the game. Really strong performance coming from T9C here. Well, let's meet in the next game and see if they have a chance to come back from this or to turn things around. Stay tuned. So we are back for game 2, guys. We're back for game 2. And with game 2 comes another opportunity for cartel hosts, to show us what they're made of. To show us that that wasn't the face of the team in the first match. They have one more chance. And now we can see the bans and the picks. I see the Clint goes to Ghost Wolf. Interesting, swapping sides. And when you look at the bans, Harley, Marcel, and Sora getting banned out by Cartel, and Belleric, Beatrix, and what's his name again? Julian getting banned out. Now Akuma goes for Johnson. Wow, what a pick. I mean, you don't see that every day in professional play, but who knows, maybe they're gonna cook up something interesting. And YOLO with the Zetian, Deathstroke hovering over the Kufra. Would Kufra be a good pick so far? Looking at both sides, I wonder. Yeah, I see he also second guess himself. I think perhaps someone who can take like a ton of damage and do some CC, because I don't see a lot of dashes here for Kufra to counter. Although Kufra can also be an well-rounded tank, but well, sometimes you gotta pick the best tool for the job. Now. Badang, player 200 MS. Are we seeing the Badang roam? Wait, actually I didn't notice this. I just noticed this right now. Akuma is going to the jungle with Johnson. Who knows? Maybe they're really cooking something here. Zushin ban. Really smart. And will he be able to handle Clint? Maybe. He just needs to get in there, stun, land the marks, and then turn apart memory. But will it be that easy? Will it be that easy? That is the real question here. Xborg comes off the pick list, getting banned in the second phase bans. Well, if they can't use it, they're not gonna let you use it, right? Still waiting for the next phase of ban. Ashborn takes out the Valir, the anti-engage, and Valir does come with a lot of crowd control and some immense utility that really helps out, and it really screws over some teams. So I'd say that is a really smart targeted ban if you want to play in some type of way, and especially with the Minotaur, they want the hard engage, and CC, the CC ban. So I'm back, and we can see Behemoth. Both teams are really taking, or T9C is taking their time to think carefully about the bans. And Behemoth, still once again you're not seeing a lot of dash, and in Team C and Team Cartel host, but well, maybe that's a deterrent, and I don't know how they're gonna keep you know, adding those dashes to them, but it looks like okay, young bot goes with the Eudora pick. I mean, some of these heroes, perhaps you see them mostly in solo queue. So, but and then we see the Gato Kacha. Captain Genus probably still going to the XP lane with Gato, or maybe going Rome. Badang player 200 MS going XP. We're not sure about that, but isn't that the beauty of the game nowadays? You know, when it's so flexible that some point they can't tell what your game plan is, and Ashbourne picks up the alpha once again. Well, if it ain't broken, don't fix it, right? Now then, we're jumping back into the second match. This time I don't see the chances of cartel hosts going too well. I don't know. I mean, in the first match they had the draft, but the execution probably wasn't the best, and now the draft, I don't know, maybe they are cooking something, and that's actually something that's beautiful about this game, is that the strategies are boundless, and who knows, they might have cooked something from this. But that draft from T9C looks like a serious draft. These guys have come for business. These guys have come to say, no, we're not joking around. We've come to take a clean sweep. And clean sweep will they take? Let's find out. Let me know down in the comments below what your bet is. Who do you think's gonna take this match? Will Akuma have the time to take his buffs now? Good vision, Deathstroke. Really playing the ROM of the year match here, isn't he? Player 200 MS. Stops recalling. Looking for a play. Much more docile early game this time. Behemoth still dominating Captain Genos. But you're seeing non playing it safe. And over the bottom lane there is some action. Player 200 MS caught out of position and instantly destroyed. You can see Ghost Wolf still trying to poke and bully Nond out of the lane. But Nond is very, very determined to get the farm in. Player 900 MS. I think that the difference between these two Romans is that one is coordinating so well with the team. Like, he's got the team with him. And we can see Akuma starts to drive and crashes into his own tower. That's unfortunate. I mean, quite the game we're looking at here. This looks like it will be a free turtle for T9C. The difference still not that great, but Ashbourne manages to seal the objective. Player 200 MS taking a lot of damage. It's gonna be forced to recall so many times. A quick rotation, T9C going over for non determined to clear that last minion. Flickers into the tower, still taking a lot of damage. They decide not to chase any further, and non will be able to get away. You can see Akuma riding around the map. Young bot flashed out of the bush. Ashbourne taking his purple buff while he's driving, and you can see Behemoth just going 1v3. Their ultimate is just doing the most, isn't it? They decide they don't wanna face any more of that. A lot of damage coming from Zetian. The damage is actually crazy. Captain Geno's forced to ult into safety. And now we can see Akuma driving. They don't manage to find Clint, and the game right now, I would say it's a strange game and in some standards they crash. Badang with the fist crack, they get comboed. I mean, not much damage coming from there. We haven't seen much impact coming from Youngbot, the mid laner. I mean, there's only so much you can expect from Eudora. It's a burst hero, and when the team is constantly sticking together, you don't really have those chances for a pick-off. Ghostwolf farming double lanes. Ashbourne getting the second turtle. The gap constantly increasing, standing at 3000 difference. Goal difference. Nond forced to flicker away. He gets caught in a very, very dangerous situation without the flicker. So, well, that his fate was sealed the moment he used flicker. Akuma not even able to get close to his purple buff. Another dominant display here. The difference between these two teams is just too huge. Very, very good coordination coming from T9C. A lot of damage coming from YOLO. They're baying for this mid lane tower. They want tower blood. Ashbourne. Captain Geno's still taking a lot of damage. Gato Catcher not very well suited for taking true damage and magic damage. I mean, their draft just falls at the most fundamental level. The difference between these two teams is just, showing very, very blatantly. And T9C, they just wanna end the game right now. Good combo coming from 200 MS, too much damage. Ghost Wolf just deletes. T9C taking ground bit by bit, inch by inch. The third turtle, will it be theirs? You can see player 200 MS going straight for the turtle. But decides not to contest. The difference right here has grown to 6000 gold difference. You have guys that are level 8 against some that are level 6, level 9 and level 10. Ghost Wolf doing a lot of damage. Despair Storm. You're taking the tower sequentially, one by one. This game is probably already over at this point. Not a single kill. Cartello hosts are just getting picked off. Young bot just roaming around. The entire team is right there. He gets instantly deleted. Well, I didn't see that coming. Did I? There's just no saving them at this point. It's 1k away from being a 10,000 goal lead, which is very nearly impossible to come away from. Captain Genos forced to alt out into safety. T9C moving as a single unit. 4 players, an unstoppable force. Members getting deleted, but 8 minutes in, almost 9 minutes. 0 to 13 is the score here. Cartel members finding themselves in very dangerous situations. Player 200 MS. Is he gonna make a play from that bush? Nope, gets knocked up, and the timing is just way too unfortunate. You know, the Lord knockup is usually just, a game changer in and of itself. And props to Mountain for timing that so well. The time it knows how to knock up, that timing is so perfect. Many a game have been changed by that timing of the Lord knockup. The Lord steals in the executions. Ghost Wolf just dishing out tons of damage with a double shot. It's the Wild West around here. Captain Genos ults in, but well, that proved to be a detriment to him. Ooh, we're seeing a lot of damage coming from 200 MS, almost getting some kills. He also actually got a kill. The kill went to Nont. The Lord pushing here. Not many people to defend this. And the base is slowly gonna get chipped down, and the game is over. Another dominant display, or a display of dominance coming from T9C, showing that we are not even in the same league. Worlds apart, that is what I would describe these two teams. Worlds apart, and this time they've proven it for the second time, conceding only a single kill, and that happened to be Ashbourne. Unfortunately, it usually just sucks to be the only person who got killed by the enemy team, but well, regardless, that's very dominant display. And yeah, TNC have proven that they're on an entirely different league. So guys, stay tuned for the next matches. Be right back.